Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about one of the narcissist traps, where basically the narcissist is trying to trigger you or draw you into an argument. Once the narcissist sees that you're going no contact with them, they will do everything that they can to get you to break your no contact. You know, whether this is sending you disrespectful messages, voicemails, emails, or whatever, starting smear campaigns on you, putting up subliminal messages on their social medias. Some of them might actually just literally call you out and post personal, make posts that are personal to your relationship. Like one time I dated a narcissist and I went no contact with him. He literally, he went on Twitter and he put up some of our text communications and, said something negative about me. Another narcissist, went on his Facebook, and after lots of subliminal posts here and there, he just literally called out my name. This is for that bitch, Lakia Crawford. Just literally called my name out. He had narc rage at the time because I had caused a severe narcissistic injury to him because I had put my foot down and I wouldn't accept his abuse anymore. He thought that he could continue to verbally abuse me, and I said, no, I don't communicate with people that talk to me that way. So I blocked him. He had all these messages he sent to me went into my block folder. He tried calling me, that got auto rejected as well. And after the subliminal messages on Facebook didn't trigger me and to talk to him, he figured just literally calling me out in the most disrespectful manner and making it a public post on top of that, that perhaps that would trigger something in me. But of course I didn't break my no contact. I mean, when they're doing this, it's just, number one, it made me feel so relevant in his life. It was horrible that someone would go to that extent and hate on you that hard. But this is what we're dealing with, and this is something that could happen to you. So you have to be mindful. They want you to do this for a few reasons. Number one, they want you to come and get sucked into their energy. They want you to feel angry. You may not have a narcissistic rage, but they want you to be raging too and be upset and angry. The fact that, he's probably over there boiling and I'm just, peaceful and moving on with my life, of course that will piss them off big time. So they want you to get that energy, and they also want you to look like the bad guy, or at least look like the bad guy too. Now, perhaps, he could have been hoping, hold on, let's do this. Someone's messaging me. Perhaps he could have been hoping, hey, I send this message to her and she'll do something nasty as well, and then we'll both look like the bad guys. Don't fall for that trap. Females would do it, males would do it, people will do this anyway. When they've been the bad guys, they want something on you, so they want you to stoop down to their level and start shooting dirty with them, even if you're responding. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're responding to them, if you do it in the nasty way that they did and put it on a public platform as well, unfortunately, people might not just look at it as you're just responding. And I know ultimately we don't give a fuck about what other people think, excuse my French. But what I'm saying is, if you really want to keep control of the situation, don't get in the muddy ring with them. So why would I then go on my Facebook and put his name out there? Number one, I'm not giving you any light. I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to give that person no shine on my platforms, because my platforms are different than his little crappy whatever he got going on. Okay. I have a lot more going on in my life. So I'm not giving you shine, so you got to think about that. You're not relevant to me. So I'm sorry that you're that bent up about me cutting you off for, excuse my French, fucking up. But you have to make it your life goal now to be my hater. Like I almost giggled. This is what you have to see through this stuff. You're relevant. You're very relevant to them. That means you got them. Trust me on that. When someone goes through that type of extent to put your name out there, to make you you were that relevant in their life that they had to say your government name and like put all this profanity, all that energy that it took in to plaster that in front of all the people but they want them, and this person wants to be respected and think that they were a decent person. It made them look really horrible, actually. It just validates what I was saying to his family. Look, this person doesn't treat me very good. This person talks to me crazy. Then he puts up a post, not treating me good, talking about me crazy. Thank you for validating. This is what they're doing. They're validating the reasons why you shouldn't be with them. So you have to see through the game and not get sucked in. Because like I said, they want you to have that energy. They don't want you to be happy. They're not happy. Okay? They're very jealous. They're haters. That was a haterish thing to do. Trust me on that. But hate, that just lets you know they're infatuated. It's a form of infatuation. Some people say it's a form of flattery. I mean, it didn't flatter me, but maybe he doesn't know how to manage his obsession and infatuation with me, But definitely don't take that as you're taking your crown off, kings and queens, taking your crowns off and going down to a pig's level. Let him stay there, like there's a bunch of typos in the stat on top of that. Like that was just anger. That was pure emotions. And that's what they run off of. Narcissists run off of emotions, but we're going to run off of our logic, and we're going to see through this, and we're not going to fall through that trap of that bait. Because trust me, they're going to hate that loss of power. They're perceiving that you one up them, you actually dump them and no contact them. Oh, they want to break that no contact with you so bad, even if it's in a negative way. Well, they're not going to accept my love bomb. Then I'm going to get them through an argument. I'm going to say something nasty. I'm going to start picking and prying with them, poking with them, and trigger them until I get them to say something nasty to me. Because I recall times where I may have responded, and, I didn't say pleasant things, but what the person would say? I'm glad you disrespected me. I'm glad you said that, because now it could make me look like I did something wrong. Or he could take that to someone else and say, see, looky here. She said something bad to me. This is why I do all these things to her. This is it. But anyone that has a brain that's bigger than the size of a pea would be able to put one and one together. But, in their mind, they want you to try to do something that looks unsaintly or that looks vulgar, that they, expressing your feelings or standing up for yourself. That's going to be, this person is aggressive. This person is volatile. This person is hostile because they told me to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? When they totally been just pricking and prying at you for years, and you finally just said, look, that's enough. Leave me alone. They still won't. And you just like, look, get out of my face. Like, that's the part of you they're going to take and run and show to other people. And I've said this to in other videos. This is their game. So the best thing that you can actually do is to take your emotions out of it. And they're going to get disrespectful because they will take it any way they can get it at that point. You're going to not fall for the okie doke. You're going to not fall for it. Okay, so beware of that. When you go no contact, if you already have, you've seen that. The mask come off, they don't have nothing to lose once they really figure, oh, this person ain't really messing with me no more. No, I'm not. Boom. They're going to try to do anything that they can. Let them sit out there and look stupid. Go ahead and let them be a hater. Look, if you got haters in this life, that means you're doing something right. You can't please everybody anyway. You can't please everybody, and you don't need to try to. You know how much energy you would be putting into trying to please everybody, and you will still fail, because somebody will always find something to complain about. Somebody will always find something to nitpick about you. That's why you have to just be comfortable with yourself, okay? And don't worry about this narcissist. They're going to try. Just see through the game. I'm always telling you guys to see the angles and see through the game. They're trying to trigger you in. You might say, Lakia, well, I've already fell for it. He was talking to me, or she was doing some crazy mess, and I exploded on them because I was just tired of it. I was tired. I just exploded. Just don't do it again. All right, don't do it again, because you understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to transfer that energy or share it with you so that you can be feeling the rage that they're feeling. They're trying to get negative responses so that they can run back and show their friends and families and their flying monkeys and the idiots that believe the shit that they say, hey, look at how horrible this person is. They don't see all the stuff the narcissist is doing. And of course, they're not going to disclose that part. But yeah, why would this person be talking to you this way? Who thinks that question, huh? So just peep the games, guys, and keep your composure. Like I told you, we're emotional about this narcissist because we got our feelings tied up with them. But I keep always telling we got to get out of our feelings and get into our logic, okay? And once we understand how these people work, how they walk, then we can know the best way to respond to this person and keep our upper hand. Trust me, you got the upper hand when they're raging like that and all they're getting back from you is silence, block, silence, ignored. You got the upper hand at that point. All right. So I hope that this resonates with someone. Go ahead and hit the like button if it did. And feel free to subscribe to my channel, guys, if you haven't done so already. I do upload videos quite frequently. I have a substantial playlist, guys. Go through it and get what you can out of it. Replay the ones that you need to. I always tell people this in my coaching sessions, and I'm going to tell you guys right now. Replaying stuff is a form of reinforcement, and reinforcement is definitely a part of reprogramming yourself. And if you're trying to get yourself out of some toxic ways and behaviors and perceptions and ways of being, sometimes we got to just replay it, okay, and hear it over and over and engrave that into our minds, okay, while we're doing our shadow work. I do offer coaching on the topic of that. I do a FaceTime, I do Skype, I do voice calls, and I do emails, guys. You can go to LakiaCrawford.com and see the whole menu. And you can email CoachLakia@gmail.com to start the communications with that. I have a Facebook support group, guys. It's free, of course, and it's available to all of you. I made it specifically for the YouTube channel, okay? Just inbox me that you're a survivor, and my name on there is Lakia Reflection and Progression, which is the name of the channel, Crawford. That's it, Lakia Reflection and Progression, Crawford. And that link is it should be basically under all the videos, okay? The channel does accept donations, guys. If the videos have helped you, we got about 300 videos up here now. If it's really helping you in your healing process and you feel moved and you want to donate to the channel, it's definitely accepted, large or small. It's appreciated, okay? I have books on Barnes and Nobles and Amazon that help you through the healing process. If you're just going no contact, or if you're trying to heal from narcissistic abuse, I highly recommend this to you. If you're doing your shadow work as a result of narcissistic abuse or a toxic relationship, I definitely recommend them to you. If you've suffered from sexual violence or abuse, basically, I wrote a book for that as well. Now, for those of you doing it from healing from a toxic relationship and your shadow work, I do recommend that you read the books in order, and that would be the X Factor Volume 1, then the X Factor Volume 2, and then The Beauty of the Eye, okay? And this is great, especially for those of you that may not be able to afford coaching with me, my books, they're $19.99 on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. That's a lot less than coaching, okay? Voice coaching or phone call, that's $75 an hour. Skype or FaceTime is $100 an hour. But I do have email coaching as well, and that starts at $40. Okay, so there's something in there that everyone's budget could pretty much afford. And then the books are $19.99 on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. All right, so be willing though to invest in yourself. It's definitely worthy. And if the videos are helping you, of course, my books are going to have that type of quality of content as well, okay? And it'll touch on some things that I haven't spoken about in the videos, all right? So be blessed with that, guys. And until next time, please continue to do the shadow work on yourself, okay? And take care. And don't break your no contact. Don't fall for the bait, guys. Don't fall for it. Get your emotions out of it.